Right, good. We are live now. So good evening, everyone. How was our day? And welcome also to this section where we're writing our Excel function too. So one of the simple function we try to get ourselves with is when we're having, let me copy from customer's name here. Let me see. Okay, I don't have any, so let me just form one. Let's say, for example, I have my name here, Paul. I want to make this name capital letter. So anytime we want to write a function in Excel, is very mandatory that we start with equals to. Equals to is one that signal to Excel that we want to write a formula, we want to write a function. The formula is different from function naturally. So for us to start to, I want to make this now a capital letter. So I'm going to use a formula called upper. We have what we call upper here. So immediately I type upper UPP, it's going to pop up itself. So once they pop up, I can come down and press arrow. Then this is the name I want to make uppercase. I can come here, click this name, press enter. You can see it's giving upper. So if you want to do for lower too, then okay, it's already in lower. We have proper. We have one called proper. Proper makes the first letter to be the first letter of that word. Let's say we have a sentence now. So proper will give the each word the capital letter. So I will soon show us now. Let's say for example this now, Paul. So let's say now added Mofe here. You can see. So that's how proper works. So in case we're having first name and last name, maybe a form was submitted and some people were writing um lowercase, capital case, and you want to correct it at once. So you can just use this upper and lower to do that. And once you are done and you want to remove the formula for me, because if I delete this place now, it's going to delete everything. So what you do is copy this, Control C, right click on them, then see this sign, paste as value, paste as value, paste it as value. So by then you paste it, we've removed the formula. I can see the formula has actually disappeared from it. So even if I'm deleting this one now, it's not affecting this ones again. So that's it for that one, just for us to get ourselves familiar with writing function in Excel. And also let me try to note this: if we want to write formula here, Excel always give us hints on what we are trying to do. Convert a text string to all uppercase. You can see if you are doing with lower, to convert all text string to lowercase. So what it's saying about strings is in programming, string is just a data type. String is a data type. We have various data type. One of them is integers. That's when we talk of 0 to 9. Then we have date, we have decimal, we have float. So string in Excel is something like this. Anything alphabet A to Z. And if we are writing a formula, we want to put it in a string. Now, let's say, for example, now I want to put my name lower, uppercase Paul now. You see now that Excel is asking me for text, but I don't have any text there. I don't want to click anything. I want to pass my name inside. I can use this. This is how we write string in Excel, Paul. I'll put it like this, then close the Excel. You can see automatically gives it what a makes it uppercase. So the string that Excel is actually requesting for is this. So anytime you want to write a formula, I want to write your letter, this is how it should be written. This is how it should be written. We'll still get to a place whereby we do. Let's maybe want to calculate sales for warehouse, say for warehouse B now. Once we want to type that, maybe the warehouse is Egbeda now. That Egbeda, we want to type it in Excel. We must put it inside this double quote. It must be inside this double quote. So that's a sign that that's a string. So that's just to get ourselves a bit familiar with counts and all. So let's say, for example, the one we want to do today now is this. We have order ID, we have order dates, we have ship dates, we have this date, product ID, sales. Now they now ask us, how many sales, how many customer bought goods from us today? How many customer bought goods from us today? And we know that this is the column for customer now. So total customer, or let's say total customer that purchase, total customer. So there is a formula called count. There is a formula called count. So I think let me see, maybe it's my phone. Sorry. So there's formula called count. So what count does is, so let me just write it out like this so that we can know. Count, we always count anything that is 0 to 9, anything that is 1 to anything numeric, anything value. While we have another one called counter. Counter will always count non-numeric value. Let me just use that term you can get. So this place now say, okay, we want to count our customer. We know that counting customer is just like a student that has his matric ID. Okay, how many students visited, how many students attended CSC 102 now? You know that by the time you count the numbers of matric number, it will give us the actual number of what the student actually attended the class. Exactly what we want to do here. Exactly what we want to do here. So we want to know how many customers actually bought goods from the supermarket. That there's a function called count. So anything you want to know, how many vehicle came, how many invoice, how many transaction, how many drum, how many cartons. I don't want to know how many laptops. I don't know irrespective of an industry that we are. How many trucks, how many. So far we want to count 1, 2, 3. We use this count. So we want to count this customer now. How many customers that actually bought goods from them, from here to this place. Then we press Control Shift down, Control Shift down. So press Enter. You can see it's giving us what? What is it giving us? Hello,
Zero. Zero.
0. Yeah, because do you know why? Who can guess why?
Yeah, because count function deals with
Y-
numeric, not
Exactly.
alphanumeric.
Yes. So that's when this counter will now come in. We will now use this counter. Now is equals to counter. There's now asking of value 1. Okay, what do you want to count? So we want to count customer. We want to know how many customer that bought goods from here. Then Control Shift down. And we can align too, but Control Shift down is always good to use. Reason being that you can see now this file is always long. Let me just press escape. For those that be saying, okay, can't I use my mouse? Can't I use my mouse? So see counter. I want to use counter now. I can't be going like this now. It's long. You can see there is very long. So we need to use that Control Shift down so that we can quickly get the total number of those. So press this Control Shift down, then press Enter. So this one will now give us what total customer now that bought goods that day is what 994 customer. Though we have duplicate, you can see now the same customer that bought this product ID. Where is the product ID? That bought this product is the same customer that bought this. That's how we can actually get total number of customers that came to buy goods from the market that day. Is these numbers of entries. It's just like how many truck came to the workshop. Numbers of entries of those trucks is this. So now that's how we can get the total number of customers. Then another one now comes in like, okay, which customer patronize us? Which customer visited our workshop, visited our supermarket to buy products more from us? Now that one now is now a step higher from knowing how many customer bought goods that day. So for us to do that one now, we need what we use, what we call what unique function. Is a function that we need to master very well. Is a function we are running analysis from Excel that you need to use very well. So unique function will give us distinct value. And what do I mean by distinct value? Like it will remove duplicates. Let me try to give us sample here so that we can actually say 1, 2, okay, 3, 2, 3. Now I want to use this unique function. I say equals to unique. Can we see now unique function? You can see now. Can we see the result of unique? Let's respond. Can we see the result of unique now?
Can
Come
you please go
again.
again, sir?
Again.
Okay. So unique means we are removing duplicates. So what do we want to get now is, okay, we've already gotten that is 9,994 customers that actually bought goods that day. But out of that 9,094 customers, we have customers that that appear twice, because if you come here now, you go to your conditional formatting and put your duplicate that we did, you can see now. We can see that most of it, which means that a customer can visited the supermarket in the morning, bought malt, come in the afternoon, get sugar, come in the evening, get yogurt or get anything. So it's ideal. It's just like maybe you're making transaction, or you can visit the bank to withdraw in the morning, go to bank in the
Ah,
afternoon again and withdraw. So it will keep on counting. But if they want to know how many times did you actually visit the bank, that means they will carry their log. Let's say, for example, now maybe an a conference center or some conference, they want to know how many people that actually came, maybe multiple. So they will need to remove, okay, Mr. A, how many times did Mr. A appear on the attendance? That means numbers of times that that person appear on that sheet or an attendance means that's numbers of time that that person visited the bank, and that's exactly what we want to calculate. So for us to do that, we need what we call unique. We need this unique. So for us to do that, and our example of unique was what I was showing us: a 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 5. So I'm not using that unique here now. Like, okay, give me the unique in this row. It's equals to unique. Like I told us, unique will return only the value. Even if duplicate exists, it will only return one from us. See now, this is it. 1, 2, 3, 5. Though we have what? We have one. One is showing how many times? One is showing 2 times, but we are only seeing one time. 2 is showing twice, but we are only seeing 2 once. So any sign that you see like this in your function, when you see anything like this, what's it called? This should I say square brackets where we have bicolor exactly once. They are optional, so you don't need them. When you see them, you don't need them. Just like, for example, now when we are doing, let's say, for example, a function like lookup, you can see now, if not found, they are not function that you are needed. Match mode is not needed. Search mode is not needed. If you are not using any value from them, you can actually skip them and your function will work fine. So exactly for this our unique too, I don't need um other option like by column. That's why I'm not supplying. I only need this array. This array means, okay, where is the list? Where is the range of what I want to extract the unique from? Where is the attendance? Where is the product? Where is the staff attendance or list of stock that I want to extract the unique from? Then that's what the array means. And it's a must you put, but that's what it's going to work with. So the array actually gave us what? The unique value of it. Then I clear it off. So I'll come to this customer ID. Now I want to know customer ID. We come to unique. To come to the unique. You can do your analysis on another sheet though. Okay, let me try to do it on another sheet so that it will be more comprehensive. Let's want to know frequency now, customer frequency. Let's call it customer frequency. We want to do our unique. We want to get the unique of that customer. We want to get the first. So come to this place, customer ID, control shift, arrow down, press enter. So you can see now, this is the 793 customer. Those were actually the customer that actually bought. So, but multiple times of them now made us to have what? Made us have that 9,000. Made us have this 9,994. I don't know if anybody is trying to get total number of customers is 793. And like I just showed us the formula now. You can actually do counter here and press this place down to give us total number here. Press Ctrl Shift Home. So if I need to zoom my screen, I think so we can see very well. So we have 793 customers. So out of this 790, that's when we now have some customers that bought 20 times, 5 times, 16 times, 30 times. Maybe a truck came to a workshop, a student, I don't know respect of our industry, maybe invoice, maybe a customer that purchased goods, how many times that we do transactions, all those things, right? So that's how we know. So now we want to know, okay, this customer now, how many times Did it visit our supermarket? So we are going to use a function that we call what count if. So count if counts it counts is it's just like saying, okay, go to SS3A for us now. Count numbers of males that are there. Because we are going to have male and female inside the class, but out of that range that you are going to see inside that class, only count for us those that are male inside that class. So exactly what we want to do here now is count if is you want to give it that range. Like told us range is just list of what we want to work with, the source of what we want to work with, the database of what we want to work with, irrespective of the terms that we can actually use it for in our field. So which means that, okay, counting, what did I want to count? Okay, range, where is my range? Then I'll come here. I'll click the bottom here. I'm clicking this bottom E of E because if another entry came in so that I can easily pick it with it. That's why it's always good I select the because if I'm selecting from E2 now up to this 995 now, if I'm entering another value here now, it will not pick it with it. So it's always good as an anomaly to select the entire column so that even if this customer bought and that goes again, your data on that your sheet will automatically pick because you already selected the whole column. It's not like I'm selecting maybe small range. But I told the examiner that I'm working with this whole range. So if any data come here now, it will affect and I'll still show us the effect of what I'm saying. Then once I click it, that's okay. Criteria. What does this criteria mean? Okay, now once I go to my column, let me see the column. Let me move this away. Once I go to column E, okay, what should I look for? Okay, when I go to the school register, which matric number should I look for? Then I will now come to that sheet to and say, okay, this customer ID here is this one. Then press enter. So it's telling us that this customer bought goods how many times? 5 times. So you want to know now, if you come here now, filter to this CG 1 to 50. This is I think is this one. Okay. You can see now. You can see that it's appearing 5 times. You can see 5 times. So that means a single customer visited that workshop 5 times and it's from different country, maybe bought one different. This one is Texas, this one is Kentucky, and these are the product that the customer bought. You can see the customer came in and bought different goods. This product has different goods, which we'll still be looking at. You can see the goods that customer bought. He bought maybe matches, bought milk, but not the same time, maybe in the morning, in the evening. So it's telling us that this customer visited this workshop twice. So if bank want to say, okay, let us know who are those that patronize us more in the year. How many times, yeah, be buying all these bonanza that they always do. They want to know how many people have actually bought their goods. Maybe I bought their goods 20 times. But these are the run the analysis. These are the run the analysis. Okay, how many times has a truck came to the workshop? How many times has this happened? How many times have so something failed? Just get the source of what you want to do, then get the unique value, then run counting on it. Then now sum it up. You can see now. It's telling that this person has bought goods 24 times. Now, how do you know now if you are right? The sum of value on this column must give you what? Must give you the total number of customers that we counted here. It must be the same because this one is telling us that this CG125020 appear 5 times, which means what? It came to that supermarket 5 times. So by the time we sum how many numbers of times that it came, it should give us the total entry of numbers of customers that came to the supermarket, which is this number. So and that's why when we sum this all this value together, we have the same value here. And how do I know? There is a function too. That's what will lead us to another function called sum. Sum now deals with you want to sum a number, you want to sum 5, you want to sum 2. So you can sum like this way, but want to sum everything, I can control shift down, press arrow. You can see now. It's telling us that now total frequency of those that did it is 9,994, and which is what we have here. Which is what we have here. So that's it for that one. So we've done counts, we've done counter, we've done unique, we've done countif,
Ah,
we've done sum. So just now you can see how we've combined it to get that now.
Hello, sir.
So
Hello, sir.
yes, yes,
Hello.
yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Sorry, please. I have a question before we move on. On that count if. So when you started with the frequency, the first customer, how you arrived at five, I was kind of lost there. I understand the counter unique, but that count if I was lost on how you got the value five.
All right, no problem. So what happened is I've extracted, even though it should have been after the class. I think somebody suggested that last time that question and answer should be towards the end of the class. So I'll just take this while we jot down our questions. So I'll give them for questions. So I've extracted the unique here. I've extracted the unique of this. So I want to know how many times has this customer visited our supermarket? How many times has also person made transaction? How many times has also invoice have been paid? How many times has also company patronized us or something? First of all, when you have that kind of question in any interview, anything that we'll be having is first of all get the unique value of those items. It's a function that I use every time. You can see most of my works, you can see most of my work. I use it unique and countif. There were things that I need to do. So what to do is countif is going to collect two range from you, which is what is going to collect two options and they are important. You can't do without them, which is range. And what did I call range? Range is just like a list or a sheet or a data source of what you want to count. And like said earlier before, go to SS3A. You know, in SS3A now you have male, you have female. You have those that their house is in Songo, those that their house is in Ojaba, those that their house is in Okefia, those are houses in Ogun, Pansheke. So I should balance. I should not just use only Ibadan. That's what this range means. Then in our own, now what do we want to do? We want to know how many times this customer. Where do we have the customer is in this column E? And I said that we are going to select the whole column E because we can have more customer that is coming in after this place. So once we've selected the whole column, even though new customer are coming, our sheet there will continue to be updating. We don't have to be running our formulas every time. I will still show us the effect of that. We don't have to be running our formula every time again. So after we've selected the range, then we'll press comma. You can see it's now asking us criteria. So what is criteria means that okay, once I've gotten to this column E now, who should I look for? Go to SS3A. Okay, I'm now in SS3A. I'm now in the store. I'm now on the maybe list of goods that I will receive. Okay, what should I look for? Look for so product ID. Exactly something like this too. Customer ID, then we now come, okay, this is the ID that I want. They press enter. You can see now that we have five. Can you see now? If I'm coming to this place now and I deleted one now, see this, you can see now that we now have four. So let me just control Z back and say, let's say, for example, this customer now came to the work, came to our store again and bought goods. I just pasted it here now. I come back to that sheet now. It's going to automatically what? Update. You can see now automatically update it. But assuming I didn't select the whole column, I selected, maybe I selected from here to this place. So anybody that I'm entering on after this place will not take effect. So it's always good when you are running your account if it's a dynamic dashboard that you always have to come and give your guard report every day. Just run it on that column. So if tomorrow now you just need to come and see how many customers. So that's and once you are done, click your this sign. You see the sign that it brought for me, this sign, double click it, then you have your value. So that's how countive. I've listed the formula that we work with. So let's say, for example, now this is the customer ID. We now want to know, this is the customer ID. Okay, we want to know, okay, sorry, I made this one's supposed to be here, supposed to be here. Now let's have this customer ID. We want to know more about that customer. Let's see. Okay, we want to know about the customer name and the segment that that customer falls into. And you know, on this main sheet, you don't have it. And how does this place work is if you are in school now, your teacher in our exam in school, if you are writing the exam, I don't know about other schools in my school then. If you want to write on your exam script, they only request you for what is your matric number? The teacher just need your matric number. Anything after your matric number, you can get it. Why is because once you have your matric number, you can easily go to the registrar of the school. You can easily go to your dean. You can easily go to your HOD and tell, okay, please sir, I need the name of this also. You understand? I need the name of this because what this ID is only for that person. Nobody else can use it. And when you come to this your table, you will never see a duplicate on this customer ID. You will never see a duplicate here. It's just like admission into a school now. You can never admit a student twice. You can never onboard a customer in a company twice. As much as I can, you can't have a plate number of a truck twice in your company too. So it depends on irrespective feeds that we have can actually tag it. Like just like now, you join a company, only you can only join a company once. They can't say they join you again, that you are joining twice and they should be paying you double salary. So if you run this place now, you can't see any duplicate except that data is wrong. You can see now there is no duplicate because is the database for customer. So if they onboard new customer now, it's going to come here. If new customer is coming, it's going to come inside this place. So now we now want to know, okay, what's the name of this? Let's say, for example, this is our sheet now. So let me try to sort this place in a descending order. Let me try to see if I can sort it highest order. Uh, okay, let me come here and sort it. Let's sort it. Let's sort it. Let me press control. So we want to know customer that have bought highest from us and all. So let's sort it by frequency. All these things I've taught us in our first video. That's how we use it though. No magic. You can't change any part of the array. Okay, I'm coming. So do you know why it's giving us because of this unique? So and I've told us how we can remove formula from it. Control C. I press Control C, go to my home, paste as value. So I've removed the value now. So I should be able to do what I want to do with peace. So once you are running analysis, it's bringing error. Just try to read the error. Nothing to be scared of. Read the error. Once you're able to read the error, then it will go. You can see now. So why is the sum? It should actually sum from here. Actually expect it to sum from here. It should sum from us from the top now. Sum from the top. I think actually sum it from the top. I try to sum it from the top, from frequency from the top. Actually, it's not actually summing. Okay, but let's use something like this to do it, Sha. What is happening? Okay, but that's actually I don't know what is actually wrong. I expect this value to actually change. I don't know, but that's just what I'm trying to do. Let's say, for example, now these are the highest people. I'm like, this person really tried though. Let's maybe a customer bought goods like that. Now, this person tried, but you only have the customer ID of that customer. Now I want to know what's the customer name. What's the customer name of that person? So there is a formula now. There is something we now call what VLOOKUP. There's something now called VLOOKUP. That's the VLOOKUP now come. So what VLOOKUP does is what it will take this ID, take it to this place, then join it and return it for us. VLOOKUP say, okay, what are you looking for? Oh, I have this matric number. I'm not looking for the student's name. I have this product, I have this staff, but I want to know which department I belong. Maybe a staff lost his ID card. Now I want to know, okay, which department does it belong or something. They just take this customer ID, take it here and bring it here and look it up here. So how do we write that? Is this is equals to, like I've told us, equals to the most VLOOKUP. Lookup value. Lookup value means, okay, what is that? What is that value that we're actually looking for? That product ID, that staff name, that truck plate number or something. Is this person? Is this customer we are looking? We need the customer name of this LP 17080. Okay. Go to table array. Yes, nothing like, okay, this place, where is it? Where is the array? Where is the source? Where is the main source of where all these things exist? All the details of this customer, all the details of that product, all the details about that company. Maybe you're company deals with company to company, then you're selling of raw materials. Every company transacting with you will have their own unique ID. So that's just what it's telling you. You know, it's only that unique ID you'll be working with. But by the time you want to check more about that company, you might need to take that ID to the main source so that you're able to know, okay, when have they been buying from us? When last did they order? Are they owing us? Is that ID that we now take to the main source? Exactly what we are trying to do so that we can have a practical view of what. So that table is now okay, where is the place? Then now go here. This is our customer. So you select it from the top like this. You select it the way I've selected it. I click the A, highlight it to the B, highlight it to the C. Now we have what? 1, 2, 3, 3 columns. Then I press my comma. Now it's not asking me for what? In column index number. Column index number now means what? Okay, how many column did I have here now? I have 3 columns. Okay, which column out of these 3 columns did I want to return? Okay, I want to return the name of that customer. What column is that customer? Is what? 1, 2. So that means 3. But I want to return 2. 2 because it's the column 2 that contains the name of that customer. Then I put 2. Then comma. Now, this is now asking us approximate match or exact match. No, I don't want approximate match. I want exactly this person. I don't want nearest. Maybe if he did not see this customer now, he should return something that is close to it. Example of where we can use this place. Let's say we have a class mark grade, and you've done your 0 to 40, F 41 to 50, C 59 to. So you've done, but sometimes if those scores doesn't fall, you might have to come and use this ruler in case anybody that falls within that range, you should pick the one that is close to it. That's just where true is. But exact match means that exact, if you don't see, just tell me that you did not see it. Just tell me that you did not see it. Instead of you finding nearest value or something, just tell me that it's also value. You can't see it. So I want the exact match. Or you can press 0. You can use force or press, close the bracket, press enter. You can see now this is the name of that person. So if you take this thing now, control, and go to customer and do control F, sorry, and do paste and say you are looking for this customer, can see the name now. Is returning the name of that person. That's it. So once you've gotten it, then can now say like this. So let's say we now have more columns. Let's say we now have more columns like maybe location of that customer, phone number of that customer, age of that customer, like that. You now have it long. We now want to return it on this our sheet to, let's say we want to return example now, phone number of that customer now. So you see, when I taught us about referencing and absolutes and co, this way comes in. If you drag this value now, you get wrong because your value has changed. You can see. So that is why it's always good to master that absolute references that I've taught us. So for this one now, I'll be locking because I want to use. Let me use time and change this place to. Let's say this place now is phone number. I want to return the phone number of that customer, and I don't want to be writing my function all over again. So what I'll just do is I'll come to this place. I'm going to lock this place because A to C. My A to C is here. This is my A to C. My A to C is from here. A to C. I'm locking it. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to lock it. This column A, I still want to retain the value. So I'm going to lock the column, but I will leave the value. So I'm going to put my in front of the A, right? So that will not take time as you actually access. Then I can come here and drag it now. You can see now it did not change. So it's not giving me the name of the customer. But now my column, if I go to this place, my phone number is on column 1, 2, 3. Then I'll just come here and change this value here from 2, change it to 3, then press enter. You can see now. There just as maybe his phone number, then his.
Paul, we can't hear you. You have muted yourself. We can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
How long have you lost me? Hope it's not long.
No, just like
Not
15
long, it's
seconds.
not long.
Okay, okay. So like I was saying, the impact of our cell referencing that we did was what I did here. So I locked the column, which means this is my table array. This is the source I'm working with. I lock it because if I drag my table to the right or to the left, I do not want the value to change. So I lock it. Then this is my customer ID. I want the customer ID to be the same. So I don't want a situation where if I'm moving from left to the right now, this customer that we have been in A3, by the time I drag now, it will jump to what? B3. So I don't want it to move, so I lock it too. So I just drag it like this to the left. Then it's returning me the name because of the column I specified. I can come here and change the column to 3. So let's say, for example, on our sheet, on our customer table, we have many, maybe location, we have phone number, age, and all. So for easy access, we can select the whole table. Then when we want to do the value that it should return, then we can just easily count. We can easily count, maybe, okay, the value I want it to return is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even though I've selected like 20 columns, but I only want column this place. It's only value that is on this one that I'm selecting that is going to return on this on this sheet. Just like they have selected my column from A to C. So but I'm only returning the third part of it. So if I'm having 4, 5 columns too, and I've selected them all up to this place, all what I would just need to come and do is what? Just change this value here to the column of what I want it to return. Then it's going to what? It's going to return it. So I was saying something about the limitation of countif, that it can't look to the left. For example, now I now have let's say income of our person, let's say 10,000, 100,000. Let's just say value. We have it like that now. You can't use you can't use VLOOKUP to do it. So what you can do, so that I will not try to stress us. So what we can do is just use scope, just use type, cut term. No stress yourself. Cut term like this, come paste term in front, get jelly like this, and run your analysis. But there are ways to solve it, which we'll be looking at. I think I was doing something like that. One of my work I was doing here. This one of something I was doing here. So I'm actually returning this value. Let me see if I can show us the formula. So this is the formula. I was actually using VLOOKUP, but I've used this formula called choose. I've used this formula choose to change this value here. I've used this formula choose to return it, to twist it backward, right? So those are some things that I'll be doing. So in case somebody wants to ask, is there no a way? There are ways to do it. You can even use SLOOKUP. SLOOKUP can look to the right, can look to the left. So we still get there too. But in case they ask you in interview, what's the limitation of VLOOKUP? That's the limitation of VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP cannot look to the left because what is connecting them, we start from here. This customer ID I'm bringing is connecting, it can only go from here. The ID connecting where I'm coming from and where I want to look up cannot go like this. So that's the limitation of VLOOKUP. So please, let's try to master it. And anytime we want to run our analysis too, and the value we want to return is on the left side, let's use scope and bring it to the front, like the way that I've showed us. Everybody that asks a question in the interview, except they ask technical question like what's the limitation of VLOOKUP. But if they use VLOOKUP and just cut whatever that is on the left side, paste it to the front so that your VLOOKUP can pick it up, right? So that's it for that particular aspect. So let's move on. There's another function now called countifs. Countifs, we've done count if, now you make count if, we've done count if, now you make. So what is the meaning of countifs? Countifs now deals with when we are dealing with multiple criteria. What does it mean by multiple criteria? Let's say, for example, I want to count total number of people in Ibadan. That's only one criteria because, okay, I want to count people in, let's say, okay, I want to count everybody in Nigeria now. Okay, everybody in Nigeria is 1 million. But now I want to narrow it down. No, I want to count everybody in Nigeria that are from Nasarawa State. Now, I have two criteria now. First criteria is what? I want to count Nigeria. After I've counted Nigeria, I want to now count those that are in Nigeria that are from Nasarawa. So exactly what we can do when it comes to this place, you can see we have order ID, we have customer ID here now. We can now say, okay, I want to count how many of this customer ID actually use this was second class. How many of them use it? How many this person now is appearing maybe more than 2 times now? Okay, how many times did he use second class? Now we've stated it. So let me try to filter to that person back, CG 1 to 50 or something that we used the other time. So we have this person now. Let's see, data is actually, we can see now, this person appear 5 times. But out of that 5 times, the ship move for one is what? Second class twice, first class once, same day once. Now I want to know, okay, how many of these customer, how is the ship mode of this customer? Okay, this customer came to buy goods from us 5 times. Okay, how many times is the first class? How many times is the same day? How many times is the second day or last day or immediate delivery? It depends on whatever we want to do. Now we are narrowing it down to, okay, go to SS3A now. Count the males that are inside the class. After counting the males, count those that their age is between 10 and 15. You see now that we have two criteria that we are working with now. I want to count only the males inside that class. I want to count only the their age group. Let me see the time. Okay. Let's okay, I think let's stop here. So we continue from the next week. So we can give 10 minutes for question and answer. So I think we are fine. So I won't want to rush what I cannot finish since we can actually continue next week on that. So today we've done counter, we've done sum, we've done unique, we've done VLOOKUP, we've done count if. So we pick it up from count ifs next week. So from count if we do count if and no. So this is where we're going to continue next week. So question and answer can come in now. Okay, Bolu, you can speak. We can speak one by one. Let's hear us. Let's hear us.
Yes, sir. Please, can you please briefly go through the count and counter again, sir?
Okay, counter and counter if. Okay, thank you for that. Let's try to get it. So counter and counter if deals with, let me cite an example. Let's say A1, B2, B3. Let's say white 7. This is what we have now. So now we have it very long. Now to know, okay, how many times, how many entries, how many people visited us? So let's maybe you are in a company and they have a clock ad. And that's okay. Let us know how many people came to our office today. Function for when anytime you have A1 mix, you can't use count for it because if you use count, see now. Let me show us what count says. Count. Okay, count value is not actually coming up. I want to see maybe it's giving us his description. His description is not coming like, let me see some if. I want to see maybe his description will come up like the other time. Okay, it's actually coming up. So let me put UN. You can see now, count the number in a cell range that contains number. Count, we only count whatever that contains number. So if I'm not saying count this place now, it won't give me any value. You can see it's telling me 0. Because what count deals with number. But now let's say I now have maybe entries 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I now want to use, let me try to zoom in so that I can see very well. I now want to use count now and count it. You can easily use count. You count, then I can easily count this value here for me. You can see now that it's counting it. But let me say, for example, now immediately now I added A1 here now, A to this thing now. You can see now it has changed. You see, it has changed from what we have before to 3. So, but we want to count this one, we have something like this, or where we have our product ID. Majorly, our data will always come in this form. That's where counter comes in. Counter. Then just drag it down. You can see now counter, we always count both number, both alphabet. And let's see description for counter. Let's see the description for count. Say, count the numbers of cells in a range that are not empty. So far, that cell is not empty. What does it mean? Now, if I remove this one and I delete this one, it's going to affect. You can see now. So it's always good to be on the safer side. To always use this counter then, because counter can count both the numbers. So far it's not empty, it always count it. But let's see, maybe this one we count. Maybe this one we count empty too. So we have 4 now. I'm deleting it. Okay. So it's always safer to use counter. But counter can count the number and it will not count blank spaces. So that's it. I hope that answer your question. Who has question again?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Good. So who else has a question? I'm
My
seeing many
question,
hands the other time now. Yeah.
oh,
Okay. Okay.
my question is in the VLOOKUP aspect. Okay,
Okay.
you said that in that point that you talked about locking locking the cell. Okay,
Okay.
you said that if you call him like the way we count it now, if you want it to return, you say if it is calling maybe C, that will be 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
That means you put 3 here. If it is maybe calling, we have calling A, B, C, D. So for the VLOOKUP, it will be 4, right?
Hmm?
You're going to be putting number 4. Is that correct?
Number 4
So the
where?
way you are
No,
changing,
okay. Okay. I
it's a
think
bit
I got your
confusing. So
question.
the way you are changing that,
This one.
you are changing that, the one you want it to return.
Yes.
This 3 now. If it is maybe column D or column E, you will change it to 5, right?
Yes. Yes. Exactly. Exactly. You
So
change it.
if you can just
You're
go
right.
through that again. So if it is another
Okay.
column, maybe it is G, you will just
Okay.
go and
Let
change
me.
to maybe
Okay. Let
1,
me
2,
do.
3, 4, 5,
Okay.
6,
Let me
7.
do like so. We have income now. Let's say, for example, now we have income of this customer now. So let me just use a. Let me use a random value to generate that. So let me use 300. Okay. Let me use 3,000, then 10,000. I have a random value. So can have a random value now. So this is the salary. Let's say this is the income of our customer now. So we notice in our report, so Mr. Liz Petela actually has the highest. Just
Sorry,
assume that
sorry
data is
to
not so.
interrupt. Sorry to interrupt.
So let's say that's what we now want to know. Okay,
No,
how
sir.
much is the.
Sorry.
So let me just finish this person. So how much is this person's
No,
salary range?
the screen that is showing, we're not seeing your screen. I am not seeing your screen.
Please, who else is seeing? Who else cannot see my screen? I'm actually sharing my full screen now. Please, others, please let's confirm. Can you see my screen?
Your screen is visible.
It's
Yes,
your
this
side.
is
All
I'm
right,
seeing.
thank you.
Are you on sheet 2?
I'm sheet 2. Yes, I'm on sheet 2. Yes. So let's say, for example, now I want to return the income range of this Mr. Liz Pella now. You know that my formula that I used before is from what? A to C. And if you go to this customer, A to C is here. A to C is always it's not picking this. I will just come here, extend this place to A to D. A to D. It will still give me the same name because what? Out of that A to D, I'm telling that just return for me column 2. What's the column 2? Column 2 is the name of that customer. But this time around now, I want to return the income of that customer. So I have extended it there and I've logged my cell accordingly to I can easily drag to the right. Then I'll come here. What column do we have the income? The column is column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. Then I'll come here and do column 4. Then I put column 4 here. Then it will return me the money of that person. So if you go to this place now, Control C, Control V, paste, and paste it here now. We see that that's the value that is giving us here too. So for example now, so let me just ask us. Let's say for example now, I want it to return these segments. We have segments here before. We have segments here before. Let's say I want to return segments now. Instead of me returning this income now, I want to return. Let me just drag this place down. I want it to return segments. Okay, let me do. Let's say for example now, we want to return segments here. So who can tell us what we can do now? Oh yeah, so that we can go back and
All
rest. We
right.
have 4
Hello.
minutes.
Hello.
Yes, yes,
So,
I can hear you.
okay, what we are going to do, what you are going to do here is, since we have logged the cell, we have logged column
Mm-hmm.
A. and we have
Mm-hmm.
also logged it down to please can you just click on Liz Pelletier? Okay, so which means we can easily drag that income 6245, drag it to the right.
Okay.
So when we drag to the right, then we come to this function in that box up there, that video
This
drop
place.
right here.
Okay.
So we now change what is it called? That number 4. We come to
Okay.
sheets where we have the customers this thing. So we count the
Okay.
number of columns. So if
Okay. Yeah,
the
let's
column is
count.
column 4 or column 3,
Column what?
that is 1, 2, 3, column 3. So
Column
we
3.
now go
So now
back to that sheet. Go back to that sheet and change it. That 4, we change it to 3. Enter.
exactly. So that's it. So I hope that's gotten right. So that's gotten. So another thing we should notice, make sure that the column that you are returning is within this range. Oh. See now what I'm saying now is this one that we are returning 3 now. If you are now going to put 6 now, it will not return anything from us because of what? You can see the error. We'll still deal with Excel error gradually because the range of our cell here is A to D, which means just 4 columns. But now we are saying it to go to column C. It will not go. So we should try to take note of that. Whatever that is the range of what you are working with should always be the column that you are returning. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now, for example. Now you can't say you should be returning column G because column G is not part of your table array. It's not part of this your table array, so it's not going to return anything. So everything that we are going to deal with must always be within this place. Yeah, thank you. Who else has a question? Whose hand is this? Okay, I think you can lower your hand, Mr. Sam. You can lower your hand. Let's see who else has another question. Let's ask our question. So we have 1 more minute. Yeah. Are we clear? Okay.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
I'm sorry. I'm not seeing the unique on my own as well. The
Yeah,
unique.
so unique you are not seeing it on yourself because you are not using of a 365. So one of the things I always do is I'll go to Google Sheets. Google Sheet has that function. So go to Google Sheets, copy that particular column that you want to do, extract it, or come to this place. Let me open, let me copy. Let's say this is the value. Let's say paste it here, then paste as value so that you can move the formula. Then come to data here, come to advanced something. Not here. I'm coming. There's advanced something here. Advanced. Okay, yeah, advanced here. Then go to unique. Just only unique here. Then click OK. So this one is going to give you only the unique. So once this one is giving you only the unique, copy it. Yes, is it going to copy it like because don't work on it here. It's filtered though. You only filter it to unique because if I press Ctrl Shift L now, you can see that it has moved the filter. But once you've used this advanced function to bring it for you, so let me use this. Let me remove the filter from it first. So I can easily what is happening? Is there cannot missing? What's happening? Okay. Then I can do unique filter to unique record. It's different from extract the unique record. Those ones that we then click OK. Then can see now we have this value now. Just because this one is this one is the header, that's why it's picking it like that. It doesn't have it's supposed to have an header. That's because if you see now, if I'm using control, you can see is that consumer is one that's actually the header. That's why it's showing it. So just copy from here, come here, Control C, then come to, let's say this is where you are running your analysis. Come here and paste it as value. Paste it as value, then you only have that value. Even though if you use some filter or something, you only have that unique, but then you can run your analysis. But if you don't want to go to that stress, just go to Google. Google has that unique function. Extract it and proceed. Yeah, that's it. Is it clear?
Yeah,
All
thank
right.
you.
All right. All right. Thank you, everyone. This is where we'll be dropping the curtain today. I think we'll continue writing function in Excel. I will try to send more practice file this time around that will involve what we did. I think Missy actually requested for practice, so I thought I will be combining it together doing this section. So we'll be expecting our practice file this weekend or next week before class. Sha. I wish us a lovely night. Let's enjoy the rest of our week. Thanks for coming, everyone. And I hope we learn something. I hope we learn something. I hope we learn something. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
Bye.
sir.
Thank you,
Thank
Thank you
everybody.
you.
very
Have a good night.
Prof,
Bye.
night.
Prof P.
Thank you very much. Good night, sir.
Mhm.